Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Friday, August 22, 2025. In the headlines, Grenadians warned on visa overstays. U.S. naval buildup of Venezuela sparks concerns of regional instability. Grenada Tourism Authority eyes diversification amid global uncertainty. Police reveal reasons behind teenage runaways. Also in the news, regionally, Trinidad and Tobago Commerce, Chamber of Industry and Commerce sounds alarm over U.S. tariff hike. Internationally, U.S. launches review of 55 million foreign visa holders. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada hosts 5th edition of ECCB International Netball Series.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kenroy Baptiste in the Grenadian capital. Grenadians are being urged to take serious note of the consequences of overstaying U.S. visas as Washington strengthens its immigration restrictions and penalties. Beverly Telesford has the details.
Travelers who remain in the United States beyond the expiration date on their I-94 entry card now risk automatic visa cancellation, deportation, or bans from re-entry that can range from 3 years to a lifetime. American authorities are signaling tougher enforcement across the board. Measures include closer scrutiny of visa overstays, expanded monitoring of travelers' online activity, and the possible introduction of visa bonds of up to $15,000 for nationals from certain countries deemed high risk. The U.S. State Department has also disclosed that more than 6,000 student visas have been revoked this year alone, largely due to overstays and other legal violations. Officials further revealed that records of more than 55 million foreigners with valid visas are under continuous review, and any evidence of ineligibility could lead to immediate cancellation and deportation. For Grenadians, many of whom have families in the United States or rely on U.S. visas for work, study, and travel, these developments serve as a stark warning to remain compliant with visa rules and avoid putting their immigration status at risk. But the U.S. clampdown has already touched Grenada directly. On Thursday, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed that Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall's U.S. visa was recently revoked following discussions between Grenada's ambassador in Washington and a State Department delegation. Former President of the Senate Chester Humphrey expressed his solidarity with the Finance Minister and expressed his disappointment in CARICOM for not issuing a statement.
It seems that the Trump regime in Washington would resort to more than bullyism as part of their foreign policy. They have in recent times placed visa restrictions on our Minister of Finance. And let me just say here and now that I am proud of the Minister of Finance. I stand shoulder to shoulder with him. Right? And I'm disappointed that CARICOM is yet to speak out on what has happened to Grenada. The Minister of Finance has correctly said that as far as he is concerned, he is standing with Cuba. As far as I'm aware, and as far as I know, and as far as I do verily believe, There's no human trafficking taking place between Cuba and Grenada or between Cuba and any other country.
The U.S. has tied its visa restrictions to countries maintaining cooperation with Cuba's Overseas Medical Mission program, which has long been a cornerstone of Grenada's healthcare system. Under the program, Cuban doctors serve in local hospitals and clinics, while many Grenadian medical students continue to receive training in Havana. Minister Cornwall's revoked visa will prevent him from attending the 2025 annual meetings of the International Monetary Fund in Washington, D.C., scheduled for October. The development underscores a new point of tension in Grenada-U.S. relations, raising questions about how the country will balance its historic partnership with Cuba while maintaining diplomatic ties with Washington. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Grenada has signed a new agreement with Kazakhstan, allowing visa-free travel for holders of diplomatic and service passports. The arrangement was finalized between Grenada's permanent representative to the United Nations, Ambassador Ingrid Jackson, and her Kazakh counterpart on August 18. It provides for visa-free entry of up to 30 days for government officials and diplomats from both nations. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the agreement is aimed at strengthening friendly relations and fostering closer bilateral ties between Grenada and Kazakhstan. It will remain in force indefinitely once both countries complete their domestic approval procedures and exchange notifications through diplomatic channels. Grenada and Kazakhstan established diplomatic relations in November 2012. The latest development is being viewed as an important step in expanding Grenada's international partnerships. Well, former President of the Senate, Chester Humphrey, is warning the Caribbean to pay close attention to what he calls a dangerous show of bullying by the United States. At least 6 American warships and a nuclear-capable submarine are now stationed just off Venezuela's coast, the biggest U.S. naval buildup in the region in years.
Well, it's another American attempt at gunboat diplomacy in the region, and the explanation is completely laughable and makes a mockery of the intelligence of ordinary people.
Humphrey compared the move to 1983 when the U.S. invaded Grenada, saying Washington is again using excuses to mask its true intentions.
It's a throwback to what they did when they were about to invade Grenada. They claimed that in 1983 that American medical students were faced with danger and imminent threat. And while they were saying so, the British Foreign Office had issued a release saying that their people on the ground had spoken to American students, had spoken to the Chancellor, and no one found that the American students were in any way in harm's way or felt threatened. Yet the Americans used that as a pretext and invaded.
He accused the U.S. of intimidation, alleging the real goal is Venezuela's oil, while the Caribbean is being used as a pawn.
I mean, this talk about Maduro being a drug lord is completely laughable and ludicrous. And it's just an attempt to intimidate because they want to get their hands on Venezuelan oil. It's as simple as that. Right? And they are of the view that the Caribbean is their backyard and they could do anything they wish. And given the complexion of those who now sit in Washington, a racist bunch, they're just flexing American gunboat power. That's all there is to it.
Humphrey also rejected U.S. claims that President Nicolas Maduro is a drug trafficker, calling it laughable but dangerous. Venezuela has denounced the deployment as provocation and mobilized more than 4 million militia in response. With warships now in regional waters, Humphrey warns the Caribbean cannot ignore the growing tensions, reminding Grenadians that history has shown how quickly such moves can escalate. Other news, the Grenada Tourism Authority is looking at ways to diversify. GT officials met Friday with members of the media in an effort to familiarize them with the new executive. Christina John tells us more.
The Grenada Tourism Authority, the GTA, has started rolling out plans for the new executive. The announcement was made by Stacey Liberd, Chief Executive Officer, during a meeting with local media professionals and other stakeholders earlier today. Liberd said while the industry remains strong, there is a need for diversification. The U.S. contributes more than half the number of visitors to our shores, but with the recent threats posed to the islands, such as ours, by Donald Trump's decisions, the CTO said we must find alternative source markets. She gave the assurance that whatever is going on in the U.S. does not impact the continuation of life and business in Grenada.
I think it's very important for us to diversify. What does that mean? I think we all lived through the pandemic, and we recognize that we went through a period of shutdown. And the reason for that is because we're very dependent on tourism. And I don't think that we can afford to be. So we need to be able to diversify how we sustain ourselves as a destination, right? And so it's not only diversifying because we're susceptible to pandemics and weather, so we know hurricane. Anyone following what's going on in the U.S. and the fact that our visitors, 53% of our visitors come from the U.S. Do you understand the seriousness and the impact of that? 53%. So what does that mean? It means then that we have to look at other emerging markets.
The new CEO, who replaced Petra Roach in June, also highlighted other initiatives for the industry, including a brand audit, reviewing their websites and social media platforms, exploring ways to develop them to better serve their customers, and pursuing greater stakeholder and community engagement.
We want to be able to also forge strategic partnerships because we know we can't go it alone, right? And that's going to be one of our focus. We're also going to look at how we boost visibility and attractiveness. We have so much to offer, but if no one knows, we won't be front of mind. We want to also expand and enrich our tourism offerings. So it's airlift naturally because the data shows that today's traveler wants seamless travel. Also, it's developing our yachting, dive, and luxury segment. I mentioned that. And then we have something that we're working on that I am very excited about, and that is our destination magazine.
Director of Sales and Marketing, Tonya Charles, highlighted some of their potential markets.
So some of the markets that we're going to be looking at is continental Europe, Latin America. We're so focused on increasing arrivals from those various regions. Every member of the team or the marketing executives of the marketing department have been assigned a market. So someone is in charge of supporting the US team. But two things in particular that I think is critical here. For the first time, we have a marketing executive who will be responsible for Grenada to encourage domestic tourism.
Christina John, GBN News.
Coming up in Network News, police reveal reasons behind teenage runaways. We'll be back.
Need a little extra cash to make life easier? Or just a bit more exciting? Ariza's got you covered. With a Flexi Credit loan, you get up to $25,000 for any purpose. Vacations, home upgrades, back to school, or just a little treat. Get manageable amounts, flexible repayments, and the freedom to top up whenever you need it. No hassle, no pressure, just freedom to live life at your pace. Visit our website or call today and let your dreams take flight with our Flexi Credit Loan. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
Need to check your bill balance? Use the Grenlec mobile app. Open the Grenlec mobile app and tap the icon labeled Balances at the bottom of the screen. View your bill details, including your current bill balance, the due date by which you must settle your bill, the amount and date of the last payment you made. It's quick, easy, and available 24/7. Convenience at your fingertips.
Are you ready to take charge of your money, build wealth, and protect your family's legacy? Then join us on October 9th, 2025 at Radisson Grenada Beach Resort for your Financial Future 2.0, Legacy, Literacy, and Liberation, a one-day financial summit designed to break cycles, build wealth, and leave a lasting legacy. You'll gain real-life budgeting hacks, a money mindset reboot, steps to create generational wealth, and practical tips on investing, estate planning, insurance, health, and business finance, all from expert speakers who know how to turn knowledge into action. With 2 inspirational keynotes, 3 powerful panel discussions, and 6 breakout sessions, you will leave with your personalized action plan for success. Don't wait. Secure your seat today. Tickets are easy $350 at disruptiveleadershipconference.com/YFF. Your Financial Future 2.0. Your next chapter starts here.
It's a busy world, and we all know the saying, time is money. Meet Candice and Oliver. They both have busy days ahead. Let's see how that goes. Candice is in a rush, off to the bank, again. Oh, looks like she didn't plan for traffic, or this long line either. Now let's check in on Oliver. His morning starts a little differently. Using his phone, Oliver makes a peer-to-peer transfer and pays his bills, all while having his morning coffee. At the store, Oliver checks his finances with online banking. Candice? Still waiting. Back to Oliver. He stops at the bank to meet his loan officer. While waiting, he schedules a payment and makes a wire transfer. Wondering about Candice? Yup, still waiting. Candice could be like Oliver if she uses Co-op Bank's e-solutions. Make your day easier with Co-op Bank's swift, simple, and secure e-banking platform. Bank on your terms, from anywhere, at any time. Click, tap, done. Banking just got easier.
Welcome home. Attention all divers, snorkelers, and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Live free with a bud. You can live free.
Spend $50 or more for a chance to win. Free fuel, free drinks, cash prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV, free electricity, free Coke, free Dasani, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady Milk, free passes to Sunshine Promotions events for 2025. 2-night stay at Sanders Grenada, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in a slick new GSE GS3 M Zoom.
Shop and you could live free if you want to live free.
This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenneck, Flow, Salt Petroleum, Grenada General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Carib Brewery, Co-op Bank, Answer Coatings, GSE Motors, Sanders Grenada, and Food Fair. Promotion runs from April 7 to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Live free. live free.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Attention, Fontenoy, Cherry Hill, and Grand Mall. This is your chance to kick off the new school year in style. David Moyer Monroe invites all kids and their families to the annual Back to School Extravaganza. Mark your calendar for Sunday, August 31st at the Grand Mall playing field. Enjoy fantastic entertainment by the incredible New Dimension Steel Orchestra. There'll be music, fun, and so much more. Everything you need to start the school year with a bang. Don't miss out on this exciting event. See you there.
Oh, it happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep, including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Dreaming of a summer vacation? We can make it happen. Need a credit card for summer spending? We can make that happen too. Need a loan for carnival, debt consolidation, expenses, and more? We've got you covered with a Republic Bank. 100% financing, competitive rates, and a chance to win great prizes. Live your best life this summer with financing from Republic Bank. Check out republicgrenada.com or visit us today to get your summer started right with a Make It Happen loan.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Hello again. The Royal Grenada Police Force has revealed that economic hardship, family conflict, mental health issues, peer pressure, and rebelliousness are some of the reasons teenagers run away from home. Officers Ivana Dominic and Damian Frank of the Special Victims Unit disclosed this information during an interview on GBN's To The Point program on Thursday.
What we've seen so far are the unit. Most of the times when teens run away and we speak to them, try to get the reason why, we discovered that it's mostly because they're chasing independence or sometimes they just want to be rebellious, right? And those are not only the reasons why they run away. There's conflict in the home. They're trying to get away from that. They're dealing with mental issues. They don't know how to, relate and cope, so they run away from home. Sometimes it's peer pressure. They want to live the lifestyle that their friends living, or their friends bullying them into running away from home, getting them to do stuff they know they're not supposed to do.
According to Officer Frank, economic hardship is a significant factor, with some teens feeling they don't have the freedom to make choices about their lives. The police officers noted that dozens of teenagers have been reported missing over the years, but when they are found, the circumstances behind their decision to run away are often not disclosed.
Sometimes it can be based on economic hardships, right? Because we do know what it is like when we have these teenagers in the same classroom, and your daughter GT may have the latest iPhone, while my daughter may have those phones that just has a flashlight, you know, that faucet as they call it, phone booth, right? Yes. So then they start wanting, they start feeling left out, and mommy and daddy may not be able to provide that at the moment, you know, or provide monies or so to them at the time, and so they feel like they may just want to run away and go by a friend where they can have that kind of, you know, liberty.
Several of the teenagers are attached to group homes, highlighting the need for support and care for vulnerable youth. The police are urging parents and guardians to be aware of the challenges facing teenagers and provide them with the support they need to stay safe and thrive. Environmental protection and poverty alleviation remain at the heart of global development conversations, with the United Nations emphasizing the need to balance ecological conservation with economic growth. Speaking on Grenada's behalf, Ambassador to China Ian Marshall pointed to China's model of growth as an important case study for the world. He noted that China has established what he described as a green approach to economic development, one that prioritizes sustainability while addressing the urgent needs of poverty reduction.
It is definitely very impressive to see the improvements, to see the changes, the integration of the transformation of the poverty-stricken areas in China that is collaborated with the protection of the environment, and how that transformation takes a holistic approach to create places that would protect the heritage, the history, and the environment, but also alleviate poverty. The model has been, I would say, implemented and used. I believe it's a sample for the rest of the world to learn how we can achieve that. I've had the opportunity to visit certain cities and towns, was once poor, but now actively contributing to the national economy by way of agriculture and tourism. And again, it shows the determination, the drive, and the vision of the people and government of China.
The story to report, according to Glenn Alexander, member of the Grenada Paralympic Committee. Grenada has been singled out as one of the most organized committees in the region. This, he said, augurs well for the island.
So as a result of Grenada hosting the voters workshop, we continue to be identified and singled out as the one of the quoted better organized para committee throughout the region, and I'm happy to say that Grenada have been selected with 4 other countries, and Grenada is the only Caribbean region have been selected to participate in this workshop. Additionally, later in September, we also have a few persons going off to the Dominican Republic again for institutional strengthening and governance workshop, and it all goes for Grenada. It all goes well for us to be able to be spotted and for us to be able to participate in this so that we can better put together what we have offered for our para-athletes on island.
Alexander spoke to the inclusion of another para-athlete to the team, whom he said is showing great prospects. He said athletes are now in training, preparing to return to Chile, where they expect to have at least 4 athletes represent Grenada. Registration for participation in the Junior Games has already taken place. However, one of their major challenges is for athletes to be classified. Alexander said they will soon be conducting talent identification across Grenada.
While in recent times, we know from Finish Line with Ronald Charles and Nickel Walters, they have had the opportunity to travel to broaden their base to ensure that they are classified for events to come. And with the Trailblazers, the new adage is Paul Sargent. Yeah, he's our new sprinter, visually impaired sprinter, and he has been working out very hard, and we're happy that he's ideally placed with Coach Bassanio Nicholas. We know Coach Bassanio has worked with Tyler Smith, and by extension he has done some work with Aishana, and he has taken Paul as his child, and they continue to work. So we anticipating Paul to be classified very soon, because as a para athlete you must get to be classified to be on the international scene, and we are hopeful that he will do well. He's quite passionate, and if you see him as he works out, he puts his all into it. So we're happy again as Paralympic committee to be able to extend that.
Alexander is appealing to parents and guardians with children who are physically challenged to give them the exposure and see what they can do.
So we're making the appeal that you may have a child or anyone who have talent. Of course, when we have our talent identification sessions, we invite you to allow them to participate. Bocce is a sport. It's not limited to anybody who's physically challenged. So we're making the appeal whenever you hear the call, or even you can contact us if you have that child and the interest, so that we can obviously make that inclusion and bring a difference in the life of others.
This evening on GBN I Saw, we take you to Progress Park in St. Andrew, where a long-awaited project is finally coming to life.
A good eye catches all. GBN I Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Featured in tonight's GBN ISA are photos from Progress Park in St. Andrew, where the long-awaited lighting of the park is underway. The initiative is part of government's broader plan to enhance sporting infrastructure and create high-quality spaces for training and competition.
Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
After the break, bus operators call for repairs on Upper St. John Street. We'll talk about that.
Theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansipine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you.
With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
On Sunday, November the 9th from 5 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center, Legends Promotion presents the 19th Annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert featuring the best of Grenada, along with two special guest artists. This edition promises to be extra special. Get ready, Grenada, to be blown with surprises at the 19th Annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Sunday, November the 9th, 5 p.m. Grenada Trade Center. Stay tuned to GBN for more.
$10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please.
Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet?
Yes, multi-X, all of them.
Smart! Best value bet. Backup and multi-X, you cannot go wrong.
Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every draw, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Road damage on Upper St. John Street in the capital is causing discomfort to bus operators. Christina John spoke with concerned operators and has this report.
A damaged section of the roadway on Upper St. John's Street, St. George, near the number 1 and 2 courts, is creating serious challenges for motorists, with bus operators feeling the brunt of the impact. Curtis Chaitan, the public relations officer of the National Bus Association, has raised the alarm, urging authorities to address the situation as soon as possible. In an interview with GBN, he shared his concerns.
So over a month now, we have been noticing this issue of the road, and it's a serious challenge, in my opinion, to motorists on a whole, particularly bus operators. Coming up this hill with a bus with a passenger, it means you have to slow down in this ditch, which can end up in mechanical issues, which we would have already had persons indicating to us. So if you can look right on the side here, you notice this is the courthouse. I would assume on a day-to-day basis that you have a lot of personnel walking here. By now, one of them at least could have noticed the danger, dispose, and have it fixed.
The damaged roadway not only slows traffic but also poses a risk of costly vehicle damage, Chaitan explained. As a result, he had to change his usual route to safeguard his vehicle and passengers.
As a result of this, I personally apply the St. David's route, and I tend to mention to the passengers, due to the road condition, we're going to pass through River Road and go up the hill and proceed, just to avoid this right here. All right, so if a vehicle is parked right here now, this bus definitely had to stop or slow down in order to leave off, and it's a challenge. So far we have 2 bus operators had severe damages, a diff costing all the way to $3,200, and one dry shaft got damaged on Saturday, costing all the way to $1,000. So we are asking the relevant authorities to please look into it as soon as possible. It is very bad, it is dangerous, and it should be fixed as soon as we think you can get it done. All right.
The PRO also highlighted another issue faced by bus operators.
Right. Something to note again, as the persons that would be calling traffic, like for example police or wardens, it is very important to take into consideration a vehicle that coming up here with load. You don't just stop it to allow another vehicle to come out. All right. I think it's best that you make way for that vehicle, because living up on this hill is a serious challenge, and it's not like the vehicles are not in good working condition, but they are machine, and at any time something could happen. The last thing we want is to put passengers' life and pedestrian at risk. So on behalf of the National Bus Association and the people of Grenada, please, we are asking for the relevant authorities to step in and fix this as soon as possible.
The National Bus Association is calling for a swift intervention to repair the road and restore safe and smooth travels through the area. Christina John, GBN News.
All right. right, this story to tell you about. In Windward, Carriacou, a new 46-foot vessel is being built there, preserving the tradition of boat building. Led by Carl Eno, son of legendary shipwright Alwyn Eno, the project is a tribute to the island's heritage and a training ground for young boat builders. The initiative, supported by the Ministry of Carriacou and PT Martinique Affairs and Local Government and local investor Pero Zapoli, is revitalizing a craft dating back to the 19th century. The Carriacou Boat Building School is at the heart of the project, providing education and skill development for young apprentices. Once completed, the vessel will sail to Europe, promoting Grenada's shipbuilding tradition and strengthening cultural ties. The project aims to create economic opportunities, attract tourists, and encourage cultural exchange, showcasing the island's rich heritage and the enduring spirit of its master boat builders. Stay with us. We'll be back to report the sports news.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
This isn't just rum. It's a captivating journey infused with the essence of Bios Bombay, warmth and wonder. Experience the rich depth of Campeche like never before. Must be 18 years and older. Drink responsibly.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Good evening, sporting fans. Grenada opens its bid for third Eastern Caribbean Central Bank International Netball Series trophy on Saturday. The home team will play in their 5th edition of the tournament, which is being hosted in Grenada until August 30. The action begins with a double-header from 4 p.m. with Grenada playing against Dominica. The ECCB International Netball Series was launched in June 2019 with the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank as its title sponsor and forms part of the bank's community outreach thrust. The competition replaces the OECS Under-23 Netball Tournament, which the ECCB sponsored from 1991 to 2018. We can tell you too, the Netball Series will feature Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Barbados, the Cayman Islands and Guyana will join the tournament as invited teams. Kathian Williams-Gabriel is Grenada's head coach.
All right. Well, the ladies are all excited. They are prepared to work hard, and we want to win the championship again because this is home. And because of that, they're coming with an energy and a vibes that speaks to that. So we are just waiting for the start of that first whistle, and then Team Grenada is really going to be put on show. So we have been working on our level of fitness. I am really pleased as to where the ladies are at this time in getting ready just for a tournament, and we are looking forward to counteract whatever they come with. We have our strategies and we are going to put our strategies in play.
We are waiting for the start indeed. Cricket West Indies, CWI, has announced the West Indies men's under-19 team who will host their Sri Lankan counterparts in a 7-match youth one-day international series from August 25 to September 16 in Antigua. The highly anticipated series will showcase the Caribbean's most promising cricket talent as Barbadian Joshua Dawn leads the squad against Sri Lanka at 2 of the island's premier venues. The opening 4 matches will take place at Coolidge Cricket Ground, and the series will conclude at the Iconics of Vivian Richards Cricket Stadium. Dawn, a dynamic batsman, recently led his countrymen to the Rising Stars Under-19 title while earning MVP honours along the way with a tournament high 328 runs. He leads a well-balanced squad featuring a unique blend of batting firepower and bowling skill, comprising the best performers from the recently concluded regional Under-19 tournament. The series serves as vital match preparation for the side ahead of the 2026 ICC Men's Under-19 World Cup to be held in Zimbabwe and Namibia in January, and represents a key component of CWI's ongoing commitment to youth development by providing emerging stars with international experience against quality opposition. The regional side will also contest a tri-series with England and the USA later in the year to aid their preparation for the international showpiece at the turn of the year. That's the sports news for now. The Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce has expressed strong concerns over a new U.S. executive order that increased tariffs on regional imports effective August 7. The tariff rate will rise from 10 to 15% on a range of goods, including the ones exported from Trinidad and Tobago. The Chamber warns that this move could harm the manufacturing sector in Trinidad and Tobago and stall economic growth tied to exports. It is calling on the TNT government and CARICOM to urgently engage in dialogue with Washington to push for a modernized and more resilient regional trade framework.
Weighing in on the latest announcement of a U.S. hike in reciprocal tariff rates from 10 to 15% targeting the Caribbean region, the increase in the tariff rate will come into effect on August 7th. Senior economist and president of the College of Science, Technology and Applied Arts of Trinidad and Tobago's Dr. Keith Nurse notes the United States is Trinidad and Tobago's largest trading partner.
The total trade is estimated at $6 billion US or 42 billion TT dollars. Trinidad and Tobago actually generates a surplus in the goods trade with the United States, close to the tune of 1.6 billion.
Dr. Nez says while the tariff is a challenge, it is not a huge one for this country.
47% of our exports are exempt from the tariff. These are our exports in oil and gas related areas, so the hydrocarbon sector by and large. The non-exempt areas of energy exports, for example, ammonia, fertilizers, and so on, is where the impact is going to be felt.
He points to the fact that Trinidad and Tobago is one of the largest exporters of fertilizers and other energy-related products in the world. Dr. Nez adds that the tariff is going to have a big impact on that area as well as on our manufacturing sector.
Further afield, the Trump administration has announced it is reviewing the status of over 55 million people who hold U.S. visas in a bid to identify any violations that could lead to deportation.
A fundamental shift. The State Department is planning to review more than 55 million visa holders for deportable offenses like overstays, criminal activity, and engagement in, quote, terrorist activity. The State Department says that about 6,000 student visas have already been revoked, some for minor infractions, others for national security concerns, and commercial truck driver visas have been halted entirely. The administration arguing it's about road safety and jobs for Americans. That's especially true after a deadly crash on Florida's Turnpike involving undocumented truck driver Harjinder Singh, who attempted an illegal U-turn and allegedly killed 3 people. He has been charged with vehicular homicide and is now subject to deportation. Tourists, family visitors, people working here for U.S. companies, anyone with a visa is subject to what the State Department is calling continuous vetting. And according to the Department of Homeland Security, there were more than 12.8 million green card holders at the start of last year and nearly 11 million non-immigrant visas issued during the 2024 fiscal year. That means millions of people currently outside of the U.S. with multiple entry tourist visas will likely be subject to this kind of review, Marky.
We invite you to stay close. We'll remind you of the headlines right after this. This is Network News. A reminder of the headlines before we leave you. Grenadians warned on visa overstays. U.S. naval buildup off Venezuela sparks concerns about regional instability. Grenada Tourism Authority eyes diversification amid global uncertainty. Police reveal reasons behind teenage runaways. Also in the news, regionally, Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce sounds alarm over U.S. tariff hike. International Internationally, U.S. launches review of 55 million foreign visa holders. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada hosts 5th edition of ECCB International Netball Series. We wish Grenada the very best. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom. Have a beautiful and safe weekend. That's it for now.